Hi, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to do these Clover Halo earrings, which are featured in this month's kit subscription box. If you want the material separately or you want to check it out, let me show you how. Click on the link in the description below to go to our website. Then click on the Add All Materials to Cart button. If any items are out of stock, don't worry. Just pick your favorite alternative from the options displayed. All right, now let's get started making our project. So to begin these Clover Halo earrings, you are going to begin with SuperDuos and Halo Duos. I have one Monty here, or two really, in SS20. You can use really any size for this, which is nice. We're going to begin with some size 8 dragon thread in the green color. I like green when I mix metal colors. I feel like it disappears really easily. And I have a size 10 needle. I am adding on to about 4 feet of my thread, 1 and 2 SuperDuos, followed by 2 11 OC beads. We're going to let that drop down to the bottom of the thread, and I'm simply going to tie this into a knot, leaving just a little bit of thread after the knot to tie onto as I finish my project. Once you have that tied into that circle, you are going to take your needle and thread, and we're going to sew through the next 2 11 O's, and we're going to come out after the following SuperDuo. From here, I'm going to go in and add 1 11 O, followed by one of my Montys, followed by an 11 O, and I'm going to go to the SuperDuo that sits on the opposite side. My needle and thread is currently coming out the bottom of that one. I'm going to go into the top of the one across from it. From here, I'm going to grab an 11 O seed bead, and I'm going to go into the opposite side of the Monty. The Monty has a cross back section, and we're going basically on the diagonal. From here, I add an 11 O, and then I was coming out of that SuperDuo at the bottom. I'm now going into the SuperDuo at the top. So basically just sew to figure 8 to get that Monty in there. And I like to do that before I get too far, because then it's already in there and you can kind of see the extra prettiness. All right, we're going to step up now from the middle hole to the outer hole of that same SuperDuo, kind of locking that in place there. And around the outer edge here, we are going to use the halo beads in a pattern of 1 11 O. We're going through the bottom hole of our halo bead, bringing our needle out, adding on an 11 O seed bead. And the reason I'm doing this and keeping the halos open is because some of the halos are hard to get the SuperDuos into. You're going to go through the next hole of that halo bead, because some of the SuperDuos, it's like they coat a ton, especially these Aztec ones. They coat them so thick that sometimes it has trouble going into there. So I figured let's use them open. Add an 11 O seed bead after your halo bead, and that'll just kind of sit right there in between. We're going to continue this the whole way around. 11 O. I sew into the bottom hole of the halo, kind of let that fall down. Add an 11 O seed bead. Go straight across the halo to the next hole. Add an 11 O seed bead and into my next SuperDuo bead. I've got 2 of those done, 2 more to go.
This month's kit subscription is a classic: the Colonial Crystal Bracelet, the Turquoise Chain Gang Necklace, and the Clover Halo Earrings. Plus, subscribe quarterly and get the Silver Montana Sky Bracelet and a jewelry making board for free. Take your jewelry making to the next level with the PotomacBeads Kit Edition. Subscribe today.
When you're coming around and kind of finishing it up, going through that last one of those SuperDuo beads in through the 11, then what we're going to do is kind of lock it in place. Going through that first 11, the SuperDuo and the 11 O seed bead. And then we are going to, just like we did with the step up of the SuperDuo, we're going to step up the halo as well too. We're going from the outer bottom hole to the top hole along that outer edge. From here, we're going to add an 11 O seed bead and go through the second hole of the upper section of the halo bead. So it has another seed bead kind of hanging out in there. And then as we go around, we're going to add 1 and 2 11 O's. From here, you are going to go through the 11, SuperDuo 11. Easier said than done sometimes. Nice tight pull on that one. And then when you're coming out of there, add 2 more. It kind of gives a butterfly look around the clovers here. and then up into your next one of your Halo SuperDuos. 11-0 goes on through the second hole of that next halo. 1 and 2 11s, ducking down in between the 11 SuperDuo 11. This gives just a nice jeweler's look and quality. I love mixing metals. If you don't love to mix metals, you can go ahead and substitute for some silver SuperDuos if you have them, or gold halos if you have them. You're just going all the way around, using them here, coming out. You're watching those 2 and 2. 2 more to go in here. Up and through the top. And if you have 8-0, if you want the halos to be a little bit more full, you can use 8-0 beads. The 8-0s kind of sit perfectly in the halo in the middle. Or you could use little 2mm crystals in there. Oops, 2 seed beads down through. And then as I come around and I'm at that first one of my halo beads, I'm going to add my 2 seed beads. I'm going to sew into that halo, into the 11-0, and out the opposite side of the halo. And see how you get that nice little clover design. From here, we're going to add our wire guard. And to add our wire guard, I just need a couple more of my seed beads here that are hanging out. And I'm going to use 2 of my 11-0s. My needle is currently attached to my watch, so that was handy dandy. All right, 2 11-0s. Then we're going to grab our wire guard, or wire guardian, as they're often referred, up through that. We're going to go around the wire guard to the opposite side and down through it, making sure my thread stays in that little channel. 2 more 11-0 seed beads go on. Oops, have a gold one there. And then I'm going to go to the opposite side, and we're going to go into that same bead rotation again through the halo bead, the 11, and the halo. And this isn't meant to sit right next to the side. If you want to, you could connect all those seed beads going around the outer edge. I want to keep it kind of airy. I'm going to go back and reinforce this, going through the seed beads, the wire guard, and then the seed beads down the other side. When you take a second strand through the wire guard, just make sure again that that thread sits in the channel. That's there. That's the whole point of it. Sometimes it can jump ship and sit in between, and then you're left with thread showing there. We don't want that. We're going to go through the halo one more time through both of the holes and the 11-0 in the middle. Bring that to the center, and now we're going to downgrade. We're going into the 11-0s that sit along the side, into the 11-0 before the SuperDuo, going into the SuperDuo through that first hole. Kind of turn my project a little bit because I only want to go through that SuperDuo. Right now what we're doing is getting our thread and needle back to the beginning, going from the upper hole to the bottom hole of the SuperDuo. And we're going to flip the project over. And look, my thread ends are almost right next to each other. I just need to take my needle and thread, go through the 11-0 seed beads that are here. My thread ends are now right next to one another, and we're simply going to tie them off. Nice and simple and airy. Again, I love that kind of jeweler's quality. I love to mix metals. Once you have that nice and tied off, you're just going to take a thread zap, third printer, scissors, burn that down towards the back of the project, flip them over, grab your plier, open up your ear wire, twisting it to this side, put your clover on, and close it up. Open up, on, twist it back closed. And there you have your fun, beautiful Clover Halo earrings. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these Clover Halo earrings. I hope you have fun mixing metals and you love it just as much as I do. Remember, this was one of our 3 kits in this month's kit subscription box, so you can head on over to PotomacBeads.com and check out that subscription if you want to get 3 kits sent to you every month. You can also grab the materials individually as well, as I showed earlier. Remember to hit that little subscribe button so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Thanks so much for joining, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.